stand for that flag.
Fascism. All right, Tom's rant. Fascism. Seems how the White House, Biden, called pretty much all the Trump supporters, Republicans, even independents, even Democrats that have switched sides, because people have to stand up and realize what's going on in this country. But they're blind. It's all these woke kids, mommy and daddy bought them everything. Oh, you know, none of them were losers. They all got a participation trophy. No, there's winners, there's losers. So all these kids grew up thinking, oh, look, I got a participation trophy, so yeah, that makes me feel good about myself because I'm a winner. Really? And the parents are stupid enough to go along with it. Why does everybody get a trophy? There's winners and there's losers. You're teaching your kids, there are no losers, there's no winners, just go with the flow. And you wonder why statues were torn down, cities were burning, right? All that shit went on. Anyway, this is not about that. This is about fascism. So the Democrats, the White House, Biden, his press secretary even backed up that we're fascists, all right? Here we go. Fascism. Oh, phone went off. Fascism. Fascism is a far-right, authoritarian, ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement. Okay, now think about that. That doesn't fit the Republicans. That fits the Democrats. Okay? Movement characterized by a dictatorial leader. Think about that. The Democrats are in charge. Biden is the theoretical leader, right? Even though puppets are controlling him. He's taking control. Okay? Look at our energy prices. Look at the shortages. There's shortages of baby formula. Right. How do you think that happened? None of this stuff happened under President Trump. Okay? So even like when Clinton was around, he didn't screw up that much. Okay? I voted for Clinton. Okay? I thought he was a good president. Yeah, the NAFTA deal was kind of a shit deal, but everybody told him it was good. He believed it, so he got the blame. Okay? But you have, okay, so you have, a dictatorial leader, which Biden is, if you think about it, all the stuff he's doing. He cut everything that Trump put in place to help this country, he omitted. So he's dictating, I'm going to raise gas prices. So he doesn't, right? I'm taking all your weapons away. You know, they're coming after the Second Amendment, okay? I'll tell you right now, there are no weapons for sale to the public that are assault weapons. If you look up to see what the Democrats consider assault weapons, you will not find a definition because they don't want to tell you what an assault weapon is. An assault weapon is a full auto weapon. That's what an assault weapon is. The military uses them, okay? Those are assault weapons. They're meant when you go in to a combat situation, you flip that baby from semi-auto to full auto for a reason, because you're assaulting those guys that are trying to kill you in war. That's what an assault weapon is. It's an auto continuous firing weapon, meaning semi-auto, every time you pull the trigger, it dispenses a round, okay? Full auto means you hold that trigger, bam, 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 bam. It empties the clip. As long as you're holding the trigger, it just continuously fires. That's what an assault weapon is. You can't buy an assault weapon. So, by their definition of assault weapon, anything with over, I believe it's a 10-round magazine, or 15-round, I'm not sure, that's an assault weapon to them. So that means the guns that law enforcement individuals are carrying, cops, that means that that handgun they have is an assault weapon because of the clip it's in it, because it has too many rounds? Give me a break, okay? So no. Okay. So, then a centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression, okay? Forcible suppression of the opposition, okay? So, let's take that part, okay? Suppression, forcible suppression of opposition. What did YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, CNN, MSDNC, all of those combined, okay? What did they do? Okay? They hid or knocked down stories. Twitter took down Trump and many others with the whole vaccine thing. Well, that was a big thing. Okay? Oh, it's misinformation. Let's take it down. Even though it was factual, that didn't make a difference because they want to control the narrative. Okay? And they do. They want to suppress the opposition. So they tried to shut President Trump up. We're going to take him off of Twitter. So now President Trump and whatever the other guy was, they started Truth Social. Okay? If you have an iPhone, you can get Truth Social. But the idiots at Google, which happens to own YouTube, so they probably won't like what I'm saying, but it's all true, so they shouldn't be able to take it down. Of course, that's a matter of, oh, I don't like what this guy said. Boop! They took down one of my videos earlier in the year, and it was a year-old video, and they took it down because it violated some bullshit. And I contacted him, and I said, I followed an appeal, and I says, wait a minute. I says, how can you take down a video that has been up over a year? And now, a year later, all of a sudden, that video was watched by a Democrat, didn't like what I said in it, so they complained to YouTube, so YouTube took the video down because of what was in it. So I appealed it, and I said, really? A video's been up for a year, and all of a sudden now you decide that I couldn't put the video up a year later? So anyway, I won the appeal, which, to be honest with you, I got to give YouTube kudos on that, because they said, yeah, you're right, we're full of shit. Put the video back up. I mean, they didn't say they're full of shit, obviously. But anyway, they put the video back up. So the suppression of the opposition, look what they're doing to President Trump now. Okay? They raid his home in Mar-a-Lago. They leak all kinds of fake information about nuclear codes and everything else. It's a big thing. We got to get this done now. So they're trying to shut Trump up. They're trying to stop him. Okay? They're trying to stop him from running for election in 2024. They tried to take down Giuliani. They took down generals. Look how many people that have been taken down by the Department of Justice, which is extremely biased, and the FBI. And to make a big show, they actually escorted some bigwig from the FBI, I believe it was. He was terminated basically over a month ago, and with pay, of course. And they said that he was biased, so we're not going to put up with it. So to make a big show of it, they had 2 FBI agents escort him from the building for the cameras to say, see, we're not biased. We're taking out the biased people. The guy was a scapegoat. Because everybody knows this whole Mar-a-Lago thing, the Russia hoax from 2016, when Trump said that they had him bugged, they did. Everybody was like, oh, no, that's not true. The Department of Justice, everybody was denying it, and it turns out it was factual. So anyway, that's what they're doing. They're taking out the opposition. Okay? And remember, we're the fascists. The Republicans, not the Democrats. Okay, so suppression of opposition, bam, they got that one. Belief in a natural social hierarchy. Okay? We're all peons. They're the people in charge. They're the best people. Pelosi, Shifty Schiff, Schumer, all of those people, right? Yeah, that's who they have in charge. That's their hierarchy, right? Subordination of individual interest for the perceived good of the nation and race. Okay? So think about that. Okay? Everything that they've accused us of, perceived good for the nation and race, and strong anyway, it goes on about society and the economy and what have you. But the main points that I just made are all true. They're what's good for the nation, they're not telling you. Okay? They don't care what's good for the nation. We're telling you stopping energy production in this country is good for the nation. We don't care what you think. We're telling you. Wait a minute. We're socialists, but yet you read going by the definition of socialism, they're the ones that are doing everything that socialists are, socialists and, always get sidetracked. Socialists and fascism. So they're the ones that are doing all the fascist stuff, but yet we're the fascists. Open your eyes, America. Look at what's going on in this country. They're squashing all the opponents. You say something they don't like, boom, you're off of Twitter. Boom, you're off of YouTube. The truth is out there. Remember that? It's like, no, the truth is out there. Try to find, Google is what I was saying. Google, you cannot get the app for Truth Social from the Play Store. Right? Google controls the Play Store. 54% of this country uses Android phones. So, if we can't block them from downloading an app. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that app and we're not going to allow it on the Play Store because we know 54% of the country won't be able to use Truth Social, so they don't know what the hell is going on. Right? Exactly. So that shows you what's going on. That's fascism, people. They're stopping. What do you think they do in Beijing? They control the news cycle. Okay? Everything over there is controlled by the leaders, by the Communist Party. They control it. Okay? So anyway, this one here was about fascism. I covered fascism. There's more to cover. But anyway, this was about fascism. If you think about everything I just said, you don't believe me, look it up. If YouTube leaves this up, I don't see why they wouldn't, because I didn't say anything that was lies or untruths. So there shouldn't be any warnings, because you can look up fascism yourself on your Google phone, right? No, on your Android phone or iPhone. But they're stopping 54% of the country from even downloading and using Truth Social. Why? What are they afraid of? You guys allowed Twitter to be downloaded. You allowed YouTube to be downloaded. You allowed all these apps to be downloaded. And you allow all of them to lie. Shifty Shift, Biden, just there's so much out there that are lies. They left all of that up there about the vaccines and everything else. But they stopped doctors from talking about the vaccine because doctors were saying this works, this works, this works, these are the side effects. There's been over 2 million serious side effects from, I don't want to say the vaccine, because then they'll say, no, I don't think they ban that anymore. They just put a little warning, truth about the vaccine or whatever. But anyway, it's out there. There's all kinds of horrible side effects that are going on. So anyway, this is about fascism. So if you want to subscribe, hit the little B in the bottom right hand corner. Hit the notification bell when I upload a new video. You will be notified. So anyway, that's my whole thing on the Democrat Party, the White House calling us fascists when they are doing everything that fascism stands for. All right? So tell a friend, tell an enemy. You know, many people won't watch this because they're like, oh, I don't like what they're saying. Why? Why does the truth hurt so much? Okay? Somebody tells me I'm an asshole. Bingo. No doubt. Okay? I don't have a problem with that. And if you have, you know, and somebody comes along and says, well, you know, Trump is, you know, hates women. Okay? I will listen to that. Okay? Tell me why. Tell me how you came up with that. Oh, you can't. Okay. You know, and all the oh, let's stop it here. Okay. Fascism. There we go. Thanks for watching. One quick thing that I forgot to put in about fascism. Look back at Hitler. Okay. He was big on fascism. Okay. And so was Italy, because they joined, you know, Hitler in trying to take over Europe. Those were fascist leaders, okay? Okay, that's it. But anyway, look up fascism and see what it stands for. Look what it's done to the world. Okay, so there we go.